Hello and welcome back to The Case of the Golden Idol. Here we are on the title screen because I wanted to point something out. Check out that idol right there. It's red, which means we know it is locked and loaded. And that is like increase, matter, something or other, those symbols. That bottom symbol was one that was referring to like that apple that was like rotten. Yeah, increase, matter, something or other. Like organic matter. Again, this makes me think they're trying to resurrect a body because they were trying to like find, or like Edmund Cloudsley sent David Goron to find a body, a recently deceased body. So yeah, that's very interesting. We've arrived at chapter 3, The Ascent, and we're gonna start scenario 7. It looks really creepy. Those masks, sword, a dead guy. What are they trying to do? This is the cult. We're going right into the cult here. Great. I'm excited. Let's do it. Chapter 3, The Ascent. The Strange Practices of a Secretive Society. All right, we're diving in. We're going to find out what they're all about. Ooh. Listen to that atmosphere. It's like someone breathing in and breathing out here. Ooh. Look, there's trails here. There's like footsteps, rather. There's a trail coming here, and then footsteps going off to here. Footsteps here, and footsteps here. And like drag marks. Footsteps. Footsteps. Okay, it looks like something was dragged from here over to here. And then maybe they walked back this path and then up to here. That's creepy. Ooh. Okay, who is this? What is this? Okay, so they didn't kill him, but they just threw him in the bush. Tattoo. Tattoo depicts a hand and an eye. Dark hand. Looks like a bear. Like, look at those nails. Like bear claw nails? It's a hand, though. Hand and an eye. Okay, this is creepy music. Who are you? Got a pistol? Loaded pistol. A coil of rope. David. No, that... The gathering will be on March 14. To follow our plan, we should be there at least 2 hours before midnight. The target will arrive in full costume. The target will arrive in full costume. 2 hours before midnight. Is this supposed to happen at midnight? Grab rope and weapons. WK. Walter Keane. That's the well-dressed murderer dude. But written to David Goron? Did he kind of recruit David? But this isn't David. That doesn't look like David laying there. There's the tobacco. There it is. To David Goron for reliable service from Edmund Cloudsley. What time is it here on the watch? It is 3:25 a.m. Did the ceremony already happen? Did I miss it? A shabby formal coat. So this is all of David Goron's things, but I don't think this is David Goron. Does he have a tattoo like that? No, but maybe his bag is here. Is this his hat? There's another bag, though. A loaded pistol. A sword. A clean new coat. Oh, and this is the... Is this a different set of hats? This looks like the same drawing that was in the cart, Walter Keane's cart, actually, from the last scenario. But it's a little different, I think. Huh. Is that part of the costumes, I wonder, they have to wear? What is this underneath? There's like a letter underneath here. You see that? Piece of paper. Weird. All right, all right, all right. So the only thing we've gathered so far is David Goron. Lovely. I'm not even going to bother to click this yet. I'm scared to see that. All right, let's go inside. Okay. All right. Entryway. Brothers who wear masks appropriate to their house. Dark hands. Proud beasts. That's where the beasts come in, the proud beasts. And water snakes. Okay, so there's 3 houses within this cult. The dark hands, proud beasts, water snakes. Someone, I think Sebastian was proud beast, or maybe he was... I don't remember exactly where we found that info about beasts, but I kind of remember that. Aha, so we'll have to organize these. I see, and put them with their person. This looks like water snake to me. We'll have to find that out later. Alright, so it's over here. Brothers wear robes appropriate to their rank. We have the master, the steward, dark hand steward, initiate. Okay, so the robes are going to say who is who and which one they belong to. So this is another sort and classify type thing. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. January 5th, 1789. Masters. That refers to these, the top rank master. Masters, I ventured on the Order's mission to reclaim our fire-breathing relic, and with great resolve, punish the despicable enemy. I, with a few brave companions, fearlessly entered his hideout in a remote hunting cabin. Fearlessly? I don't know. Your face, if this is Walter Keane talking, your face was not fearless. But the devil had prepared a treacherous trap, and an explosion slaughtered my dearest friends as we entered his study. Thanks to my sturdy physique, I survived the blast, only to be assaulted by the enemy's lackey, assassin warrior, David Goron, and a pack of bloodthirsty hounds. He's exaggerating here, by the way. It was a single dog, I believe. After an hour of fight, I received numerous deadly wounds, in spite of which I prevailed and defeated my assailants with my martial training. I discovered the enemy's dead body, slain by the trap of his own making, but no trace of the relic. The enemy's dead body? Who? Is the enemy David Cloudsley? Edmund Cloudsley? I am forced to go into hiding because the government's watchmen are tracking me. Once I have recovered from my deadly wounds and shaken off the watchmen, I will send you the next report. May the Griffin awaken. Walter Keane. So they are trying to awaken something. Alright, so his exaggerated story. Assassin warrior. Wonder if he grabbed his bag or something. That's why he has his bag. So that was on January 5th. Let's move on. We're in 89 now. Oh my goodness, October 20th, 1789. Masters, I must apologize 1,000 times for my absence, but my road to recovery was full of peril and valor that cannot be sufficiently conveyed in writing. The government dogs and spies chased me tirelessly, and I was forced to seek refuge in Aquitania to recover from my still dire wounds. There I finally bested my pursuers with the help of Lazarus Hurst, a young resourceful gentleman whom I met in a remote manor one dark winter's night. Not only did he earn my trust by stepping into the fray against the villains, but he turned out to be well versed in the arcane arts. Of course, not yet close to your skills. I have finally recovered and plan to return to Albion. I suggest that Lazarus would be a fine addition to the order. I vouch for him and will invite him to undergo the appropriate trial. May the Griffin awaken. Walter Keane. Interesting. Lazarus, reference to the Bible, obviously the story of Lazarus resurrecting. Interesting. Appropriate trial. Some kind of hazing going on? This is months later. Let's see where we're at here with this last one. Wow, this is like the next year. Okay, January 16th, 1790. Illuminated Masters. Is that like the highest of highest you can be? I object to the admittance of the individual Lazarus Hurst to our brethren. Really. I submit that our dark-hand brother Walter Keene, who vouches for him, cannot be trusted because he is a liar, space, and a thief. I am certain that on dispatching our enemy, he kept the golden fire-breathing relic for himself. I would not be surprised. Nothing will move me on this. He must produce the relic, apologize personally to me, and afterwards be expelled from our brotherhood. Sir Geoffrey Sinclair. I know that we have seen this name somewhere. By know, I mean I think. I think we have. Interesting. So they're not falling for his shenanigans here. All right. Should we go upstairs or downstairs first? I kind of would like to go... I want to go upstairs. Nah, let's save that for later. I changed my mind. What's down here? Aha! Oh my goodness. You must walk with a house on your back. You must eat the pasty food with no mouth. You must then be a fish in the house. You must then survive extreme heat and extreme cold. Hello. Oh, he's being branded. He's being put in the cult. Prepare to receive what you have earned. Okay, so this dude is some kind of master bestowing this kind of creepy indoctrination into this guy, but let's see what he has on him. February 10th, 1798. This is years later. Brother, a member of our order has proposed a new candidate to join our brotherhood. Our brother's trustworthiness, however, has been challenged. Therefore, we have decided to take measures to resolve the fate of these individuals. If the brother proves himself, he can vouch for the newcomer. If the newcomer survives the appropriate trial, he will join our ranks. You are summoned to join our gathering on March 14 and fulfill your role in the rites of the Brotherhood. Council of Masters. Okay, 1798, though, is kind of like ridiculously later, if I remember. Yeah, this is 1790. So Walter Keene has been, ousted by now. This dude is performing the ritual by branding with an eye. So that's the first layer, okay, and then this one, okay. So is this guy part of the beast then? And then he's branding, so yes, he's got a ruby ring in his pocket, I bet for him, and a ruby ring on his finger. Yeah, so he's wearing one, he's going to bestow one upon Edmund Cloudsley here. I have signaled to Griffin who I am. I accept my fate, whatever it may be. So can this creepy Griffin dude, like, deny him? What does it say up here? Oh my goodness. Inception. You must endure the tests of 1, 2, 3, 4. Snail, fire, water, tree. Administered by Proud Beast Steward. Evaluation. You must endure the tests of tree, fire, time, and water, administered by Dark Hand Steward or Master. Transition. You must endure the tests of star, fire, water, snail, administered by Water Snake Master. Admission. You must endure the tests of snail, time, water, star, administered by any master. This seems like the last step. These are the steps. You've got people, one steward from each. And then as it goes up to the higher category of master. And then admission. It makes me think that this is the admission process. I can't tell what his robes have. Let's see what this is. 1. Eat. Fish in a house. Extreme weather. So how does that line up with this? I don't know. It doesn't really line up with this. Because what's the star? I mean, that's heat, hot, and cold. Fish in a cage. I don't quite know. What's this? Yeah, so we have to name which ritual it is because we have these 4. So this would be, yeah, so we would, well, oh. He's being initiated as a proud beast. I would imagine steward? Water kind of associates with fish. This doesn't really associate with fire. I don't know what that is. All right, let's see if we can get a bit more information in the other room here. We have a dead body here. We have the 3 different factions. We have this scepter of death up there. Something's been cut right here in the middle of the chandelier. No, it's like hanging down, and there's another one here in this book. Let's look up some more info up here real quick. Done when an accuser has challenged a defender. Okay. Both drinkers must be barefoot. The substance is added depending on the severity of the accusation, including deadly poison. Add substance to one of the cups. Defender chooses first. Accuser chooses the remaining. Both partake in wine cups. So these guys are accusing. Oh, no. This is just some kind of moderator here. So when both of them are not looking, they add the poison to a cup. The defender chooses first, the accuser, and then, wow, that's a crazy way to settle debates. Ritual of squabble. Only initiates can be defender and accuser. Okay. The sword must be borne by any dark hand. Required decorations of the hall. Grim Reaper, the never-tiring teacher, and the feeder of mouths. Here's that little blue thing right here. We've got to figure out what ritual they're performing here, I think. And the ritual of conflict. The accuser must deeply hate the defender. The sword must be borne by any initiate. Required decorations of the hall, the never-tiring teacher, the keeper of treasures, and the mirror of the soul. Fascinating. Okay. So these are all part of this. This is just how to do it. But there's 2 different there's 2 different right here. It looks like there's 2 more over here. The ritual of dispute. Only stewards or higher rank can be defender, and accuser. The scepter must be borne by water snake master. Required decorations of the hall, keeper of treasures, never-tiring teacher, and the Grim Reaper. And finally, the ritual of discord. The houses of the accuser and defender stand behind their brother. The scepter must be borne by Dark Hand Master. Required decorations of the hall, the speaker to the blind, the Grim Reaper, and the keeper of treasures. Oh. So there's 4 different types of rituals. Let's keep that in mind. We have the Grim Reaper over here, it looks like. And it's got the blue thing. Oh, there's a key right here. And there's a book. That should narrow it down a little bit. The Grim Reaper is in this one, And this one. Okay. The Keeper of Treasures, I would imagine, is that. Speaker to the blind. 2 cups on a stone altar. They contain some wine, but are almost empty. I see. These two are accuser and defender. Don't know who is who yet. And this one died. Let's look at who died. A ruby ring. They should both have ruby rings. The man in the mask is not breathing. Okay. The griffin has spoken. A ruby ring. Okay. They're barefoot here. I don't see anything about like the eyes. Are we supposed to know what rank they are based on the eyes? Or like the eyes, like tattoos or something. Okay, what do you got over here, sir? The griffin has spoken. Of course, you have a ruby ring. A tray with a small vial of unknown substance. Yeah, I know what it is, though. It's poison. So this dude administered the poison. I think. The griffin has spoken. A silver tankard with some red wine in it. This guy poured the wine. Let us await the results from the chamber below. Ah, so they're performing the ritual above and initiating someone else in. A ceremonial sword and a red ruby. Okay. So this dude's carrying the sword. The griffin has spoken. A ceremonial scepter. This guy has the scepter. All right, that's all the info. This is going to be a fun one. See what we can do. I would like to first sort the masks. So these must be the ranks. Yeah, the ranks. So if I had to guess... It's tough to guess with the masks. But to me, this is Water Snake. This is Dark Hand. And this is Proud Beast. Now we know since these guys have to be initiates, I think? What did it say? Only initiates can be defender or accuser. The accuser must deeply hate the defender. Only stewards can be defender and accuser. This actually might be the one. Okay. The Never Tiring Teacher is a book. The Keeper of Treasures is the key. The Grim Reaper is a thing in the back. The scepter must be borne by Water Snake Master. There it is right there. Only stewards or higher rank can be defender and accuser. They look both like stewards to me, so let's go back here. They're both steward proud beasts. Okay. And then there's some kind of rule about this guy. Master. These are masters. So if we're going with the idea that the scepter must be borne by Water Snake Master, then these are masters. And is he an initiate? Someone pours the wine, so let's just guess he's the initiate. That makes the most sense here. No. Can we swap these then? Yes. All right. Proud Beast looks like a beast. Water Snake looks like kind of a water creature, and Dark Hand makes more sense. We got this right though. Master, Initiate, and Steward. Amazing. This is really going to help going forward. I'm glad we did that one first. Now, it didn't ask anything. Well, So that actually confirms that this is going to be the ritual of dispute. The stewards or higher can be defender and accuser. So this is the ritual of dispute. We can put that in there pretty confidently. Oh my goodness, we have to know who every single one of these is. Or we can just say water snake master. Master goes here. That would be proud beast master. This would be dark hand initiate. And this would be water snake steward. This would be dark hand steward. And this would be water snake. What's the other one we haven't done? Oh, that's an initiate. Did I screw that up? Initiate. Why is the initiate putting the poison in there? That's kind of creepy. Okay, these are initiates, these are stewards, and these are masters. I wonder if we have to know any names, though? That's crazy if we do. So I wonder what's wrong with it. Dark Hand, Proud Beast, Water Snake Steward. Water Snake, alright. Well, I think I've got the categories right based on, you know, this one. So now I think we just got to put some names in here. I don't know how we're going to do that, though. Interesting. What about this? Let's go back downstairs. Oh, maybe we should get some people. Oh, who is this? Yeah, this is important that we know who this is. Is this David Goron? He just keeps coming up, doesn't he? Oh. Would he be Darkhand Goron? Oh, 2 or fewer slots doesn't really matter because there's only 2 spots. Dang. Alright, so we're just going to call him Darkhand Initiate. Okay, because of the symbols. But they didn't like him. Something went wrong and he's out there now. Darkhand Initiate. So we got that right. Well, we know this is going to be Edmund Cloudsley, so let's find that. We can't find that. So what is he going to be? He's going to be a Proud Beast Initiate. This dude is going to be a sorry. It's going to be a Proud Beast, and the green is a Steward. Dang it. Proud Beast Steward. And we don't know what the ritual is, but now that we know he's a steward, that actually might help. So let's go back down here. What do you require? Proud Beast Steward. So this is Inception. You must endure the tests of snail walking, fire, water, tree. Hot food, fire. Water is the fish. Tree is being outside. That kind of makes sense. So this is Inception. Let's find Inception at the top here. Oh, That's not right. How is it not right? Is it not Inception? Must be Inception. Proud Beast Steward. Proud Beast Initiate. Did I get this all confused? That's a steward. Oh, he's not an initiate yet. So is he something else? Oh. I don't think that's Lazarus Hearst. Oh, it is! I'm so confused. It looked like Edmund Cloudsley for some reason. So they are inducting Lazarus Hearst. Finally. That's interesting. Oh, yeah, he looks completely different than Edmund Cloudsley. Oh, sorry, I didn't even look at the zoom-in picture of him. So he went through, after many years, despite the doubts, he went through the initiation process, and this dude was like, okay, you can have it. Like, you can... We have independently verified that you are okay to join us. Okay, interesting. So what's wrong here? We have some other names. Jeffrey Sinclair. Let's go back to that first... Some of these over here. Illuminated Masters. I object to the admittance of the individual... Okay. So Jeffrey Sinclair is objecting. He has an issue, which means that one of these two is Jeffrey Sinclair. Let's experiment with that. Why do I think it's the one that died? No. Maybe it's the one who survived. And then this would be a water snake steward. So that's not right. Who do we know that are masters? I mean, there's not very many other names here. Okay. Is one of them Walter Keane? Yeah, one of them must be Walter Keane. So, okay. That would mean that one of these is Walter Keane and one of these is... Alright, let's try that. Walter Keane. Let's swap them. Aha! Those are right. Jeffrey Sinclair died. Walter Keane stands. We're so close on this one. And we confirmed that it was a ritual of dispute by doing ritual of discord. Yeah, so it's got to be dispute. What are the other names we have here? Is this David Goron? No, it is not. Let's go back to Water Snake Initiate. So that's correct. That's correct. Water Snake Initiate. Oh, this has got to be David Goron. He's a Dark Hand. Yep. Wow. Okay, David Goron. All right, so we did all the optional stuff. This should make this one pretty easy. I haven't even looked at it yet. I say that again, but let's see. Oh my gosh. There's like nothing. There's no actual words being given to us. It's just you write your own story here. This is hilarious. All right. So and so was blank. Let's see what blue words we have. So and so was blank, challenged, to a dispute ritual. I think it was Walter Keane. What am I doing right now? Walter Keane. Walter Keane. No. Walter Keane was challenged to a dispute ritual. He, with so-and-so, ambushed so-and-so. So-and-so posing as so-and-so. Meanwhile... Alright, I'm kind of confused. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. But let's jump down here for a second. Meanwhile, so-and-so passed the blank ritual. This was Lazarus Hurst passed the Inception ritual. Inception ritual to become... We know that he became... Man, these colors help so much. Proud Beast Initiate. Okay. Now, let's think back here. So-and-so blank the other blank and died. This has got to be drank the other cup and died. Who died? I can't remember. Jeffrey Sinclair. So let's go back and put Jeffrey Sinclair's name. So this has to be with kind of what happened at the cabin, I believe. So Walter Keane with so-and-so ambushed, I believe it was ambushed David Goron. Let me think here. Because back over here... No, over here. He's describing the story. No, I think David Goron was the one that surprised them. Okay, so... He with David... That doesn't make sense, because Walter Keane and David Goron... They're working together now, though, I guess. Like, because that's David Goron. Watch me be pronouncing this name wrong this whole time so far. Goran. Goran. David Goran. David Goron. I think of like a Goron from Legend of Zelda. David Goron. Who did they ambush? So-and-so posing as so-and-so. Signaled. Where did we see signal? With a... I don't think this is as simple as it looks. I don't think he died from the poison cup. I mean, maybe. Maybe. could be as simple as that, but there's something else going on. We got the word signal from him. I have signaled to Griffin who I am. How did you do that, Lazarus? This is right. This is right. I don't think signaled. Oh wait, signal's here. Challenge to a dispute ritual makes sense. Signaled to Griffin. Do we have Griffin? No, we don't. With a... What do you have on you, buddy? Just a ruby? Interesting. Jeffrey Sinclair drank the other cup and died. Yes, he did. Supposedly. Meanwhile, Lazarus Hearst passed the Inception ritual to become Proud Beast Initiate. Yeah. I think that's gotta be it down there. It's gotta be. Meanwhile, this is what's happening underneath. Okay, so Walter Keane was challenged to a dispute ritual. Let me get these out of here. How do we just get them out of there? I don't want them anymore. Can we just clear this whole page, please? So, I think it's either Walter Keane. Let's just try putting Jeffrey Sinclair there first. Jeffrey Sinclair was challenged to a dispute ritual. He with so-and-so ambushed so-and-so. Was there an ambush up here? Oh wait, who is this? He was ambushed. So Dark Hand Initiate. Let's put that. Ambushed Dark Hand Initiate. Oh! I get it. Someone stole his identity. And left all of his stuff. David Goron. And Walter Keane. So they're not really... Okay, now that makes more sense. Let's go back to this page, though. He's dressed up as an initiate. And so's this guy. And this is Walter Keane, so he's already in there. Okay, Walter Keane is a steward. So he's the one that was communicating with Ada Baker? Because he's Dark Hand Steward. That makes so much more sense now. All right. And they're trying to kill Edmund Cloudsley. Yeah. That's why I thought it was Edmund Cloudsley trying to be initiated or whatever. All right, so now we're on a roll here. David Goron is passing himself off to be. And Walter Keane is doing some shenanigans. So let's go back. So this has got to be back to Walter Keane. Walter Keane was challenged to a dispute ritual. He wants to ensure that he's going to win, I would imagine. He, with David Goron, because they're friends now, somehow, ambushed Dark Hand Initiate. So-and-so, posing as so-and-so. Oh. So, do we just do this again? David Goron, he's posing as a Dark Hand Initiate, signaled to so-and-so with a blank, which blank had... Maybe it had no poison? Oh, yes, it let him know. Oh, this is so cool. I got it. Which cup had no poison? Yeah, of course this is Jeffrey Sinclair. Why did I even put his name up there? Of course it is. He drank the other cup and died. So and so signaled to Walter Keane with a what? Let's find out. I want to go back to that page. We're one away from, I think, getting it, but let's see what it was. Tankard. Is that it? We have Tankard. Yes! All right. The scroll has been fulfilled. No hints accessed. Oh, look at this image, though. Oh, this is them. Sorry, this is them, like, capturing that guy out front and taking his clothes. Okay. After being challenged to a ritual with potentially deadly consequences, Walter conspired with David to devise a plan which would ensure his own safety. They captured a Brotherhood member on his way to the gathering. David took his costume so that during the ritual of dispute he could indicate to Walter which cup was poisoned. Therefore, Walter chose the safe cup, and his opponent drank the poison and died. Wow. Why does Walter Keane want Lazarus to be inducted? There's some issue here. I think Walter Keane definitely has, obviously he's the bad guy here. He has the idol at some point, like somewhere. I mean, that's so interesting. That makes so much sense. That was such a fun one. Oh my goodness. I mean, it was really creepy. I'm not liking the vibes of the underground cellar cult Satan worship type stuff. But that was a really, really fun one when it comes to the logic behind it all. I think filling in these like optional ones really just helps make, because like I don't even know where I would start with that. I have to know who is doing what. So we're going to keep doing that because that seems to be working out well. So we're going to return to the selection here. And that's that. Oh, you can reread these. Okay. What was the one I wanted to reread earlier? Let's see here. We read that one. Was it this one? No. This one, I think. No. We read that one. It was early on then. Did we read this? Yes, we did. Albert Cloudsley. Oh, these might be worth reading again at some point. Yeah. I don't remember, but I kind of... These aren't too much new information, but yeah. It's good that we've got those as summaries to kind of go through and see what happened. All right, so next time on, we will be attempting scenario number 8. This is so interesting. It's on an island. It's them discovering more idols, and they took off their masks. I see them down there. That's going to be so interesting. So, yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye.